Hello all, again welcome to the Zander channel. Here, I help people get out of their heads and establish and maintain our connection to our heart. Yes, even if you're a manly, masculine, manly man. That's a lot of manlies. So, this is my path to happiness, joy, and love. I will also post on how to get out of depression, suicide, stress, anxiety, and other lower vibrational energies on your path to your happiness, especially during times of true or fantasy crisis, such as the time of this video posting. I invite you to subscribe and join me then in this journey towards peace, joy, and happiness. Now, this video will be about 10 ways you can stop yourself from overthinking. So, overthinking doesn't sound so terribly bad on the surface. Thinking is good, but overthinking can definitely cause problems. Now, this is an article by Lolly Daskal. So, when you overthink, your judgments could get cloudy and your stress will get elevated. You spend too much time in the negative. It can be very difficult to act. You're not paying attention to your surroundings. If this feels familiar territory, here's 10 simple ideas to free yourself from overthinking. Excuse me. 1. Awareness is the beginning of change. So before you can begin to address or cope with your habit of overthinking, you need to learn to be aware of it and when it is happening. Anytime you find yourself doubting or feeling stressed or anxious, step back and take a look at the situation and how you're responding. In that moment of awareness is the seed of the change that you want to make. 2. Don't think of what can go wrong, but think of what will go right. In many cases, overthinking is caused by a single emotion: fear. When you focus on all the negative things that might happen, it's easy to become paralyzed. The next time you sense that you're starting to spiral in that direction, you have to stop yourself. Visualize all the things that can go right and keep those thoughts present and up front. When I was a police officer in the military, we had a guy that filed a report because he hit a tree with his car. He said that he lost control of the car and he swerved several times before he hit the tree, thereby indicating that he was intentionally trying to hit the tree. He was not, but he focused straightly on the tree and nothing else. So of course his subconscious drove him straight into the tree. So when you start focusing on the wrong thing, that's exactly what you're going to get. That's with the way the mind works. 3. Distract yourself into happiness. Sometimes it's helpful to have a way to distract yourself with happy, positive, healthy alternatives. Things such as meditation, mindfulness, dancing, exercise, learning a new instrument, singing, knitting, drawing, and painting can distance you from the issues enough to shut down the overanalysis. Basically, physical activity in the realm of creativity. Okay? 4. Put things into perspective. It's always easy to make things bigger and more negative than they need to be. The next time you catch yourself making a mountain out of a molehill, ask yourself how much it will matter in 5 years. Or, for that matter, next month. Just this simple question and changing up the time frame can help shut down your overthinking. 5. Stop waiting for perfection. This one's huge, right? For all of us who are waiting for perfection, we can stop waiting right now. Being ambitious is great, but aiming for perfection is unrealistic, impractical, and quite debilitating. The moment you start thinking, this needs to be perfect, is the moment you need to remind yourself waiting for perfect is never as smart as making progress. Perfection is an opinion, not a fact. Remember that. Number 6, change your view of fear. Whether you're afraid because you've failed in the past, or you're fearful of trying to overgeneralizing some other failure, remember that just because things did not work out before does not mean that has to be that has to be the outcome every time. Remember, every opportunity is a new beginning, a place to start again. So the guy that was credited for inventing the light bulb, what did he say? I have not failed to create the light bulb. I just discovered more than 1,000 ways to not create the light bulb. 7. Put a timer to work. Give yourself a boundary. Set a timer for 5 minutes and give yourself that time to think, worry, and analyze. Now, once the timer goes off, you can spend 10 minutes with a pen and paper and write down all the things that are worrying you, stressing you, or giving you some form of anxiety. Just start writing. Let it rip. When the 10 minutes is up, throw the paper away and move on. You've gotten it out. It's on paper. Now, make sure that you do something that's fun. 8. Realize you cannot predict the future. Nobody can predict the future. All we have is the present moment. Now. And again now. And now. If you spend the present moment worrying about the future, you are robbing yourself of your time now. Spending time on the future is simply not productive. Spend that time instead on things that give you joy. If you want to know your passion and purpose in this life, I have a video on that. Go back and check out my channel. Number 9, accept your best. The fear that grounds overthinking is often based in the feeling that you are not good enough, not smart enough, or hardworking enough, or dedicated enough. You are enough. A master carpenter can make a fabulous birdhouse. Your child or your nephew can also make a birdhouse. Which one is more important to you? Once you've given an effort your best, accept it as such, and know that while success may depend in part on some things you cannot control, you've done what you could. Will you smash the birdhouse that your son or daughter made because it's not good enough? Or is it good enough that they put love into building the birdhouse? Ten, be grateful. You cannot have a regretful thought and a grateful thought at the same time. Why not spend it more positively? Every morning and every evening, make a list of what you are grateful for. Get a gratitude buddy and exchange lists so you have a witness to the good things that are in and around you every day. Overthinking is something that can happen to anyone. But if you have a great system for dealing with it, you can at least ward off the negative, anxious, stressful thinking and turn it into something useful, positive, productive, effective. Raise the vibration. Change your life by changing your thinking, by changing your emotions linked to your way of thinking. Now, thank you for that. Smash that like button and subscribe below if you learned something, agreed, or found this interesting. Comment below to ask an educated question that you want the answer to. If you love my sexy face, hit that notification bell for the next time that I post herein. And why are you taking medical and health advice from people who have a vested monetary interest when you're diseased? You don't see the doctor when you're healthy, do you? Peace, love, and happiness to all of you. Good day and happy day.